What is up? What is cracking, collective? It's your girl Ash, aka Goddess Goals, in the building. I'm busy back, babies, to give a message, to tell a story, to give a word. Remember that this message, this story, this word may not resonate with you at all. But if you like, yo, Ash, that was me in the past, I can resonate with you because, man, that was simply me in the past, right? And if you like, yo, Ash, that's me right now, I'm feeling that right now, make sure you hit the like button at any time in this message, all right? Now, all right, in this message, this story, this word, right? It's about somebody that it's like you could have been with me, or you should have been with me. You should have been with me right here, right now. Like, you should have been with me during my success. You should have been with me during my down times. It's just you should have been with me, right? And what I see is like a woman that's sitting at this fancy restaurant and she's drinking wine by herself, right? And she's just thinking, and she is a successful woman, right? But at the same time, she is thinking back on her life and thinking back on maybe the lovers that she's been with, maybe thinking about the best friends that she may have had, you know what I'm saying? Thinking about the relationships with her family that she had or she could have had. And I feel like this woman may feel lonely sometimes, or this woman just feels, you know, lonely, even though she has this success, but she still feels lonely, right? And I feel like the reason why this woman feels so lonely is because it's like, man, you should have been with me, baby. You should have been with me right now. And how I've been feeling lately, I'm going crazy inside, right? So I feel like this woman has been through hell and back, right? Been through hell and back, right? And she may have to go through this hell and back by herself, when the whole time she thought that she would go through hell and back with these certain people or with a certain person. And it's like, man, I had to get here and I had to be successful all by myself, even though I wanted to be successful with you, even though I wanted to just not it be me sitting at this table just drinking wine to myself, celebrating to myself, or eating this food to myself, or just thinking about my success to myself. I should have been with you. You should have been here. He should have been here. Her, she should have been here. They should have been here. But the whole time that, you know what I'm saying, I had to get there by myself, right? Or the people that I really wanted to be there is not there. And I also see this woman just simply waiting on, you know, the new people that she is connecting with, or a new person that she's connecting with. And, you know, it's like a wake-up call, right? It's like a wake-up call, because this woman could have been saying, no, I need these people in my life, or no, I need that person in my life, and no, I want to be successful, but I want you to be here right next to me as I be successful. And, you know, sometimes it hurts when you want to be successful and you're trying to tell somebody, like, look, man, you know what I'm saying, I'm going for the stars, I'm shooting for the stars, I'm shooting for the moon, sun, and the stars, I'm shooting for it all. And they don't believe you, or maybe you were shooting for it and they never believed in you, or you were shooting for it and they couldn't wait for you to get there. Have you ever felt like that, or has that ever happened to you, where, you know, people gave up on you during a battle, right? During a mental battle, during a physical battle, during an emotional battle, they gave up on you. They counted you out, right? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when people just simply have to count you out because they feel like you can't do it and you can't be it, you know what I mean, as well. So this is somebody that I'm talking to, and they just sitting there at the table all alone by themselves, and they just thinking like, man, I did this all alone by myself. I came this way all alone by myself, and man, I stuck around too many people, and I was there with them throughout their battle. I was there with them throughout their, you know what I'm saying, troubles, and I wish they would have stuck by me. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever felt like that, when, you know, when it's time for your struggles and your battles, and the things that you can't see hasn't prospered yet, and they leave you simply because they don't believe in the things that you are trying to dream of, believe of, and prosper of. They don't believe the things that's in you of. They don't believe in the things of you, right? The things that you are made up of, right? Whatever you are made up of, they don't believe in your goals and your dreams and your ambitions, even if, you know what I'm saying, they don't see it around. Like, man, you should have been with me, right? Maybe that's all you wanted. Maybe that's all you wanted was somebody just simply believe in you. Like, man, baby, that's all I wanted was you to simply just believe in me, right? You know what I'm saying? For you to be my solitude, right? I just need you to be my solitude. All I wanted was you to just simply be my solitude. Like, I'm the solitude for you, right? Every bad man needs a bad woman, or, you know what I'm saying? Every prince needs a princess, right? You know what I'm saying? Every man needs a woman, and I thought that you was my man, baby. I thought that you was my woman, baby. I thought that you was my guy, man, baby. I thought that you was my girl. You know what I'm saying? I thought that we would rock this world. I thought that our world would rock. You know what I'm saying? As well, like, man, you know what I mean? Like, yo, you rocked my world, or you didn't realize that I could have rocked our world, or you didn't even wait for me to just simply rock the world. You know what I'm saying? Bring the world. Right? Whatever the world means to you, like it could just be your goals and your dreams and your ambitions, you know what I'm saying? And you may not see it, or they may not see it, and you just bring it into fruition, whatever you're trying to bring into fruition, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, you should have been here with me, right? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like when you get to the top of the mountain and you realize that, man, I just got to the top of the mountain by myself and I have nobody else next to me on top of the mountain. And you should have been with me, right? You know what I'm saying? Or it's like, you know, you have two different groups, right? And somebody that was supposed to be down for you, they went and they left you to go with another group, and you like, look, man, you should be going with me this way and this group. You should be going with me. You should be going with me, and you get up there first. And the group that they went down, they have delays. They have, you know what I'm saying, just bad things that's simply going on. And not that you didn't have delays, and not that you didn't have things going on, but you got because you have to get there alone. Have y'all ever had to get somewhere alone and you didn't even want to get there alone? Or have you ever got somewhere alone and you just felt like, man, I'm huffing and puffing this whole time because I feel alone, you know? So you feel like, man, you should have been with me, baby. You should have been with me. You should have been down with me. Do you know how I've been feeling lately, right? And I'm going crazy inside. Have you ever felt like that, where you was just going crazy inside and you had nobody to talk to? Like, you just don't understand. I'm just going crazy inside. I'm going crazy inside. I'm getting impatient inside. I'm getting impatiently impatient inside. You know what I'm saying? You know? Sometimes you may even been paralyzed on your way up to that mountain. You may have been paralyzed on your way up to your destination. You may even just simply feel paralyzed. Like, look, I had to take a break. I had to take a couple breaks. I had to take a step back. I had to take a drink here and there. And now I made it. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever felt that relief when you just simply made it, right? You're like, man, I made it, right? Imagine you just going into your new place and into your new home. And it took you so long to just get into your new place, into your new home, you know? Only certain people that can relate. Have you ever tried to move? One time I tried to move and I tried to leave somewhere. It took me 11 months just to find somewhere, right? Just to find somewhere. It took me 11 months just to find a place to move to. Just to somebody just to say yes to me when you finally get that yes, right? And when you finally get that yes, and you gotta leave all the other stuff behind. You gotta leave everything behind. And you're just like, man, you should have been with me, right? The people that was with you at that other home, they got impatient, right? They got impatient and they had to leave that home, right? And maybe some of y'all just simply got impatient. Like, look, man, I'm just simply getting impatient. I'm just simply getting impatient. And these people don't understand how I feel inside. Or you just like, look, man, this guy don't understand how I feel inside. This girl don't understand how I feel inside. They don't understand how I feel inside. Do you understand how I feel inside? Right? And if this is a love situation, right, we can think about this in a love sense, right, where, you know, it's like you are irreplaceable, or you know your energy is irreplaceable, and somebody chose to be your enemy. Like, why would you try to choose to be my enemy when I ain't doing nothing but just trying to be there for you, when I ain't doing nothing and just trying to love you? The only thing I ever tried to do was to simply love you. You know what I'm saying? Now you want to be my enemy, right? And yeah, you should have been with me. You should have been sitting next to me having this glass of wine with me, but now it's going to be somebody else sitting here having this glass of wine with me. Or maybe it's nobody sitting there having a glass of wine with you, right? But it's just you, yourself, and you realizing, like, man, all right, that person should have been here with me, but they not. And that's okay. And that's all right. And maybe you're just accepting that, like, look, yo, just these certain things, that's okay, that's all right, right? These certain things is okay, it's all right. Maybe you learning and thinking and understanding why you had to just go through those things, why you had to be alone, why you had to simply almost go crazy out of your mind, right? All alone, right? It's because of the level up, right? It's like when you're trying to level up, sometimes you just gotta be alone. Sometimes you know that God is calling you to simply be alone. Like, look, child, I want you to be alone. Or look, child, I don't need you around this person, or I don't need you around this place. I don't need you around those things, you know. And this can also be like you sitting there and you drinking your wine. Maybe you ain't had wine in a long, long time. And this is the first time you have drunk wine, and you're looking back at your life like, look, man, look what all I have went through. And I am finally here. I have finally made it here. I finally feel comfortable here. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like wanting to be, like, not accepted, but wanting to accept yourself. Like, look, I deserve to be here. And maybe at one point in time, you didn't feel like you deserved to be somewhere. You know, I can relate, because anytime I would go in a fancy restaurant, I would feel like, man, I don't even deserve to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even got the right attire to even simply be here. Or, man, do I even make enough money to even be here? You know what I'm saying? Is this place, is this environment even fit for somebody like me? Am I even fit for that type of environment? You know, and when I talk, I just keep it real. I know some people, they don't want to keep it real. Some people want to sugarcoat things. Some people don't want to open up about their insecurities and don't want to open up about their struggles, and don't want to open up about, you know what I'm saying, what they think and how they feel of themselves. But I'm just being real. This is sometimes what I think and how I feel about myself. But I see this woman, you know what I'm saying, has came a long way, and she's just having wine at the table by herself, at a nice restaurant at the table by herself, and thinking like, man, that person should have been here with me. And then we can think of it as like, yo, you just being grateful that you are here with you right now. You. And this could be like, I should have been knew, I should have been felt that I deserve to be here right now. I should have felt that way. Because I am worthy. We are worthy to be here right now. No matter what our mind is simply telling us, no matter what we feel like the world may be simply telling us, no matter what that guy and what that girl is simply telling us, maybe it's just opening up our eyes that, look, we should have always been here. Or put some respect on your name, because baby, you should have always been here. Should have been with me right now. Some things may be blind to you. Some things you just can't see. Or maybe it took you a long time to just see it for yourself, right? You know, when you just couldn't see it for yourself. Or maybe that was my problem, right? Or maybe it is my problem. Like you got to see it for yourself. You got to see yourself there. You got to see yourself in that environment. You got to see yourself better than where you are now. You know what I'm saying? Those that I'm talking to, it's about seeing yourself better and bigger than where you are now. Better and bigger than where you are now. Even if you feel blinded and you feel like, man, I can't see it. I have no idea of it. I can't even figure it out to see it. I can't even put myself in a predicament to see it. But that don't mean I don't want it. That don't mean that I wouldn't like to experience it. You know, sometimes people will be like, oh yeah, you want to experience this, you want to experience that. But I feel like, hey, ain't nothing wrong with experiencing something for the first time. It ain't nothing wrong with experiencing something for the very first time. It can be your first and your last time. Ain't nothing beautiful about having it be your first and last time. But at least you get to say, like, man, I experienced it. And maybe that's the energy that some of us is in now. Like, look, I just want to experience it. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it simply because I can just say, hey, I experienced it and I did it, you know. A lot of us don't get enough time to just do certain things in life, right? You know, and when I think about these things, I think about my people that has had a rough background or haven't had a chance to see better things, you know, and their life get taken so early because maybe foolish things, maybe foolish people, right? But just imagine that they ain't even seen not even a peak of what they could see, not even experiencing a peak of what they can experience. You know, and some of us, we might be thinking about, you know, people that we lost. And when we just sitting there at that restaurant, like, look, man, I'm finna drink this wine. I'm finna drink this drink on behalf of somebody that I lost that should have been here with me. Like, you should have been here with me. Maybe I was the only person that believed in you. And you like, look, man, you should have been here with me. Right now, you should have been here with me. Should have been here with me. And maybe you can have memories of this person. Maybe certain things just help you remember this person. Or when you drink that wine and you just sitting at that restaurant, you're just thinking about that person, right? You're thinking about y'all experiences. You're thinking about the rides that y'all have had. You're thinking about the things that y'all have did. You're thinking about the laughs and the cries that y'all had experienced together. You're thinking about the fights and the arguments. Whatever it is, it's like, man, you should have been here with me. You should have been here with me right now. You should have been here with me, right? You should have been here with me as I'm moving on up. Because it feels empty just moving on up and you ain't here with me. You know what I'm saying? When you got a good friend or you got a good lover or you got a good spouse or you got a good mother or you got a good father or you got somebody that's really good for you or you got a good friend, right? You have friends, right? And it's like, look, man, you should have been here with me. You should have been here with me. Like, I had nobody to believe in me and now you gone. And I just wish that you were just simply here with me. You was the one that should have been here with me. Toasting it up with me. Drinking with me. Celebrating with me. You should have been here with me. You should have been here with me right now. So, this might be so many different experiences, so many different things, so many different ups, so many different downs. And you just might be observing all the things that are around you. You might be observing the restaurant around you. You might be observing the moods of other people all around you. And you just noticing, like, man, I noticed that some of the people that I thought would be here with me or thought that, you know, would start the journey with me ain't nowhere in sight to people that's ending the journey with me or been there with me during the journey. But never forget how dope you are, right? If these was people that, you know, had to leave off of your journey, just still remember how dope you are, you know? And if this is somebody that, you know, unfortunately couldn't be with you on this journey, I feel like they're telling you, man, don't ever forget how dope you are. Don't ever forget how dope you are. And that you earned it to be in that restaurant, in that classy restaurant, drinking wine. Even if it's by yourself. Because you are worthy. And it's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong with experiencing certain things for one time. Let's do it for the one time, right? One time for the one time. Find peace in the one time. Find peace in doing things that you really want to do for one time. At least one time. Okay, so my camera shut off once again. So I hope y'all got some type of value out of this. And, you know, I'll be busy back, baby. Peace. Never forget the people that should have been with you. Mm-hmm.